With our second round series against the Phoenix Suns tied at 1, it's officially all hands on deck for our Portland Trailblazers, who look to continue to make some noise in the Western Conference playoffs. Of course, the Suns were not supposed to be here. They snuck into the playoffs, not just as a play-in team, but as the 9th best record in the conference. They grab a playoff spot, they go into Houston, knock off the top-seeded Rockets, and so far they've certainly given us a run for their money here as well. We've had a competitive start with the first game, Phoenix taking 112-109. We had control for a while here, but we blew it in the fourth quarter, and a missed three at the buzzer to tie it from Anthony Simons would ultimately be our undoing. 36 points for Devin Booker, he leads the way. Darius Springer and Shaedon Sharpe, meanwhile, were basically our entire offense. They combined for 59 points, while nobody else had more than 12. Our offense has been about spreading the ball around and not having one or two guys get hot. That's why we beat the Spurs in 5, and it ended up being the complete opposite in the first game. Then in game 2, we witnessed a Scoot Henderson masterclass. Far and away the best game I've ever seen from him. 42 points on 16 of 21 shooting and 7 of 7 from 3. We had a triple-double from Darius Springer. Agbaji played well. Porzingis played well. Kevin Durant was an assist shy of the triple-double as well, but ultimately that was not enough as we ended up beating the Suns by 20, 132-112. We had to win game 2. We do, and now things are even as we go to game 3 and beyond. We're not going to change anything with the rotation. We're going to continue to run with the 8-man squad as the team is still fully healthy as it's been for the past few games. I'm still not banking on that remaining the case. But overall, I think our team is in a pretty good spot here going into these next couple of games in Phoenix. And of course, a big storyline to watch is the strained hip of Devin Booker that happened in the fourth quarter of game 1. Of course, that's the same injury that Victor Wembanyama was nursing in the first round against us. Booker's play didn't really drop off too much from game 1 to game 2. His efficiency was a little bit worse, but he still scored 26 points. So I don't think the hip injury is going to prove to be that big of a difference, but it is worth noting. And if this series ends up being really close, who knows, that very well could be the difference. So with that, we'll hop into game 3 of the second round of the Western Conference playoffs here in Phoenix. Series tied at 1. Can the 8-seeded Phoenix Suns continue their Cinderella run, or has the clock hit midnight and the Portland Trailblazers look to get to their first Western Conference Finals since trading away Damian Lillard? Same lineups for both teams, no minutes restriction for Devin Booker, just like game 2, as he continues to play through the hip. I imagine he's going to be even more effective, but we'll see. As for Portland, they're still rocking with the 8-man rotation, same starters, same bench unit. I would suspect similar allocation minutes-wise for the fellas as DeAndre Ayton wins the tip, and we are underway with Game 3 of the second round of the Western Conference playoffs. Scoot Henderson blows by break and is quickly in for the slam. Scoot, coming off a 42-point performance in Game 2, is already on the board here to start Game 3. Here's Jace McClain, gets some room, lets it fire. McClain, the third-year pro out of Penn State, knocks down the 3. Springer, pump fake, out to Khalil Griffin, guarded by Booker. That's a size mismatch. Step back. Triple is good. With Griffin having the size advantage, it's kind of like he's almost uncontested shooting shots, even with a tough step back, as Scoot Henderson soars into the lane with another slam, and it's 7-5. Booker brings it up for the Suns. Pull-up 3. That one's good, and a quick start here for both offenses, which I feel like wasn't the case in games 1 and 2. Both teams took a little while to get going, but so far that's not the case here in game 3. As Springer is the mismatch with Booker. Inside, no good. Grabs his own rebound. Pump fake, put back, no good. Grabs his own rebound. Put back, no good. Grabs his own rebound. Put back. Finally, 4th time's the charm. Jesus Christ, that was way too hard. But credit to Springer for getting 4 chances on that possession as Durant intercepts the pass from Scoot. And on the other end, the rookie out of Creighton, Caden Brake, is in for the layup. Suns now lead 14-9. Portland's offense has cooled down after their hot start. Scoot Henderson on the move. Jumper is good. So while Portland's offense has started off a little bit slower, Scoot Henderson has picked up right where he left off from game 2. Booker off the screen. Lobs it up for the big man, the former Blazer, DeAndre dominating. 16-12. Beal inside for McClain, who looks to power his way through Sharp. He gets it over to Durant, who makes the layup falling backwards, and it's 14-18. Phoenix's offense is starting to slow down as well, but this big dunk by McClain is going to put them up by 6. McClain's a big, strong guy, rocking the rim as Sharp looks to drive. He's got somebody open on the wing. It's Ochai Agbaji leading the bench unit as he sinks the triple. Agbaji coming off a 19-point performance in the winning game 2 as Durant hits the pull-up jumper. Suns lead by 5. Blazers call time with 1.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Griffin, pump fake, guarded by Ayton. That's a mismatch as his pass is tipped and intercepted by the Frenchman. Theo Maledon! Ha ha ha! He's in for the slam. Suns up by 7. Griffin with it, loses control, and he throws a turnover. Bradley Beal makes the play, gets it to Durant. Fake. Up, no good. Ayton with the offensive rebound at the putback, and things are starting to unravel for the Blazers. They're not even getting shots off. The turnovers are proven to be costly. Nearly turned it over again there. Instead, Agbaji makes a nice move on Terry Rozier. Agbaji with, again, the size advantage, taking advantage, as it's 23-28, just seconds left in the quarter. Beal with it, looking for the screen. Beal's going to heave up the 3 at the buzzer, and it's good! Bradley Beal hits the 3 with 2/10 of a second, and that'll wrap up the first quarter. Half-court heave nearly goes in from Simons as the Phoenix Suns lead at 31-23. Not the start the Blazers were looking for, coming off a strong Game 2 win, looking to keep the momentum going. And so far, they are not doing that. Maledon with it. He gets it over to Bradley Beal to start the second. Gets to the free-throw line. Jumper is good, and the Suns are up by double digits. 25-36. Look at the wide-open lane. Break is in. Make the layup. Count the bucket. Foul. And 1. Springer is the one called for the foul, and it's a 15-point lead. Nice cut off the ball by Ochai Agbaji. Portland needed that one badly. They've got to get the offense going with the defense quickly unraveling here in the second. Beal off the screen. Hits the 3. Suns lead it by 16. 43-27. Here's Shaedon Sharp. Step back. Crossover. Tray ball is good. After that one, Portland is now 3 for 11 from beyond the arc. Looking to get hot from deep just like they did in the last game. Agbaji, pump fake. That one's good. Ochai's got 12 on 4 of 4 shooting from the field. At least he's shown up as the ball is tipped by Springer. Stolen by Agbaji. Going to look to take it himself. He has Griffin open, and he misses the dunk. Springer with the putback, however. So another offensive rebound from Darius Springer, who's recorded a double-double in every postseason game. As Durant heaves up a prayer, it's good with the foul on Agbaji. Durant was just hoping he got lucky, and to his credit, he did. Logan inside, no good. Grabs his own miss. Simons over to Shaedon Sharp. He's trapped. Simons with it. Sidestep. 3 ball. That one's good. Portland has it within 8. The offensive rebounding has been key for the Blazers tonight. They've been great on the offensive glass, and that's kept them in the game. There's Caden Break. Blows by Simons. He's in for the slam. I see a lot of Simons' game in Caden Break. 2 small, undersized guards who can really create their own shot. As Shaedon Sharp is in for the slam. 44-54. Sharp with it. Looks to drive. He's guarded by Rozier. It's lunchtime for Shaedon Sharp, and Terry Rozier is today's full-course meal. 8-point game. Rozier with space. Heaves up the 3 over Agbaji. It's good. And the Suns are up by 11. 57-46. Scoot Henderson crossover. Looks to drive in. Contested layup is good for Scoot. He's in the double figures. 48-59 now. Scoot inside for Griffin. He's going to somehow get it out to Scoot, who's able to corral it in off the screen. It's going to be a pick and pop. Springer. Bang! Big 3 for the Blazers, again within single digits. 51-59. Booker with it. Quiet second quarter. He gets it over to DeAndre Ayton, who has the mismatch with Logan, and he's able to power his way in for the layup. Booker heaves up a prayer from 3. That one's no good. Portland's going to have to heave it up at the end of the half, and I don't think Griffin got it off in time, although it was a good shot. And that'll wrap up the second quarter. The Suns lead by 10. Their offense caught fire early in the second quarter, and we did a good job after that of bringing ourselves back in it. We were down by as much as 16. So to be within 10, I feel like we could be in a worse spot. But still, we need more consistency out of the offense. and the defense has had some rough stretches today. Bradley Beal leads the way with 12 for the Suns. It hasn't been a one-man show for Phoenix. Everybody's eaten. Porzingis is trapped. He has not scored yet until now. He gets the inaugural points of the third quarter. Porzingis with a slow start offensively as he was inefficient in the first half, looking to get things going here in the second. Booker heaves it off the glass. It's good with the foul. Another and one for Phoenix. 64-53. Here's Booker with it, guarded by Sharp. Looking to get open, although everyone runs into him. It's a three. Is good anyway. Devin Booker hits the three for the Suns. 67-53. Scoot Henderson crossover on break. Springer has some room at the top of the key. That one's good. Another three for Darius Springer. 56-67. Cross-court pass. Griffin looking a little Mahomey as he gets it to Shaedon Sharp, who drills the triple. Portland again continues to hang around, only down by 8. Here's Durant with it in the corner. Booker with a nice response for the Suns as he hits the three. Both offenses starting off the third quarter strong, just like they did in the first. Griffin out to Sharp again. Shaedon Sharp started to heat up. Both teams with multiple triples here in the second half. Sharp open. He somehow ends that possession with a turnover. Phoenix does a good job of crowding him inside on the other end. Booker double teamed. Doesn't matter. He hits the three for the Suns. And both teams are continuing to make it rain. And when it rains, it pours. Except for in Arizona, because there's like no rain here. Caden Brake in with the layup, 64-75. Here is Porzingis with it. Looking to get some room. Inside for Springer, who completely fools Durant. And Darius Springer is in for a wide open slam. The deficit has stayed around 10 for a little while. Portland could use a few big shots, like that one. Fadeaway triple for Khalil Griffin. And all of a sudden, the Blazers are only down by 4. Break inside, snuffed at the rim by Porzingis. Sharp with the rebound out to Scoot. His three ball is good. Portland within 1. Big run for the Blazers, who are now only down by 3. Sharp, open, bang! We're tied. Portland cannot miss from 3 here in the third quarter. It's like a revelation from this offense. Booker looking to get the Suns back ahead, and he does with the step back. 79-77. Here's Durant with it. Shot clock winding down. He's not going to get a good look. Heaves it up. Shot will not fall, but Ayton is there with the rebound and the tip-in. Great awareness by Ayton to quickly get to the basket, make the play. 2-score lead again for the Suns. Portland looks to respond, and they will. It's another triple. DeZinger. Kristaps Porzingis. 80-81. Scoot. Crossover. He gets it over to Anthony Simons, who has trouble holding on. Simons on the drive. Pass is tipped. Caught by Griffin. Layup is good. And the Blazers have officially come back down 16 to take the lead late in the third. 82-81. Griffin on the drive. Euro. Too easy. He can't hold you, young man. 84-81 now. Scoot Henderson with it. Drives right side. Henderson kind of heaves it up. Herky-jerky. But it still goes in despite the double team. 86-83. Just seconds left in the third. Logan's doubled. Somebody's going to be open. It's Griffin who misses the three. Suns are going to have to heave it up. Beal for the tie. That one is no good. What an impressive third quarter for the Blazers, who went into halftime down by double digits, and now they had the lead. The offense caught fire from 3, but they've got to keep it going here in the fourth. That's not a good start. Scoot is snuffed at the rim on the other end. Durant has an open man inside. It's break. Back to Durant, and he gets it. Logan has to help on break, leaving Durant open, and the Suns take advantage of the 2-on-1. Phoenix now can take the lead, only down by 1. Beal, Euro on Simons. That one is good. That lead would be short-lived, however. It's 93-91. There's Simons, pokes it away from Durant on the other end. Lobs it up for Logan! Big-time slam by Zay Logan to make it a 2-score game off the steal and assist by Anthony Simons, showing off his defensive ability. 95-91. Shaedon Sharp with it. He's got 24 points. Sends a dime inside for Darius Springer, who has the layup. Another double-double for Springer, by the way. 97-91. Shot clock winding down. What a move by Bradley Beal. Misses, though. He was wide open. And now Portland has it on the other end. But they turn it over. Ugly offense from both teams on the last couple of possessions, as the Blazers turn it over here. Springer bobbles it. It ends in the hands of Caden Brake with 5.5 to go. As Brake has an open man in the corner. Real deal. Bradley Beal cuts the lead in half with a corner three, and it's a one-score game, 97-94. Abaji on the drive. He's blocked at the rim. That's the dominating with the block. Now, Portland, as we know, dominates on these inbounds off the ball as Shaedon Sharpe makes the layup. You cannot stop Portland's baseline inbound as Beal's three rattles out. Ball don't lie, I guess. Griffin with the rebound is 11th. He gets it over to Porzingis. Deep three. Bang! Porzingis puts the lead up to 8. Portland's biggest lead of the night. 102-94. Big response for the Suns. They're giving Bradley Beal the ball here late. Not Booker, not Durant, although I guess this time it is Devin Booker, who hits the midi. 103-99 with 4 to go. Sharpe, Porzingis, another one! A pair of huge triples for the Latvian gunslinger, Kristaps Porzingis. Sharpe, step back. That one's good. He's up to 28 on the night. It's a 7-point game, under 3 to go. Phoenix has got to get it going now, or else Portland's going to finish this one off as Booker misses. Porzingis with the rebound is 10th. Out to Sharpe, inside for Griffin! Switches hands midair as he sends it home. 112-103 with under 2 to go. Springer with it. He is intercepted by Booker. Suns got to capitalize here off the turnover, and they don't. Springer strips it right back. Griffin, Sharpe, layup is good. 30 ball for Shaedon Sharpe, and the lead is up to double digits for the Blazers, who look to finish it off after they were down by 16 in the first half. It's not going to be so easy, though. Devin Booker hits the three. 114-106. Ayton with it. Trapped over to Caden Brake. Looking for the screen. Brake inside. Jumper is good, and the Suns are going to continue to hang around. Under a minute to go. It's a 6-point game. Portland's had crazier comebacks this year. They can't let the pedal off the metal. Shot clock winding down. No reason to rush things as Springer will make the layup. Bad shot selection, but hey, he made it. 8-point game. 30 seconds left. Not looking good for the Suns. Brake shot is no good. Springer with the rebound. Portland looking to ice it. Porzingis. Sharpe. Wide open lane. Tiger talk! Shaedon Sharpe with the slam, and that should just about do it. After trailing by 16 points, the Blazers win Game 3, 120-108, outscoring the Suns by 22 in the second half. These are the types of battles that I want to see this team come out and win, and we did exactly that. We trailed by as much as 16 points, and we ended up winning by 12. Outscored the Suns by 13 in the third quarter and 9 in the fourth. Strong game from Booker. He had 26. Beal off the bench also with 26. Nobody else was all that impressive, though. Quiet game from Durant, 17 points on 17 shots. Caden Brake was also pretty inefficient. Ayton had 15 boards, but was quiet offensively. And other than the top two guards, nobody really stepped up to the plate scoring-wise. As for the Blazers, what a game from Shaedon Sharpe. He was unbelievable in the second half with 34, 6, and 6. 21 for Scoot. Springer with a double-double. Griffin with a triple-double, 16, 11, and 10. Abaji, 13 points on 5 shots. Porzingis was inefficient, but he had a double-double and hit some big shots late in the game en route to getting us the victory. And it feels like we've got the momentum. 2 very different wins for the Blazers over the last couple of games. Game 2 was about domination, and Game 3 was our come-from-behind rally. So hopefully, in Game 4, the wheels are still churning, and we can win 3 in a row, put ourselves up 3-1 with an opportunity to clinch the series in Game 5 in front of the home crowd. On the flip side, this is not a game the Suns want to lose. If they take 3 in a row and trail the series 3-1, then they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Even though the Suns are a suspect team, only having won 43 games, they're here for a reason. They have playoff experience vets, so I wouldn't put it past them for a big performance as Phoenix wins the tip, and we are underway here in a massive Game 4. Blazers lead the series 2-1 after back-to-back strong offensive showings as Porzingis, who did not score in the first half of Game 3, is the first to score in Game 4. Suns lead, though, 2-3. Sharpe gets it over to Scoot Henderson, who runs into Durant. That's a charge. That's Scoot's second foul of the game, so he's going to be yanked within the first minute. Not a great start for the Blazers, one of their best players already in foul trouble, as Darius Springer hits the open corner three, tied at 5. Durant chucks it up, no good. Offensive rebound out to McClain. And that one is good for Jace, as it's 8-7. Durant with it, guarded by Griffin. That one is good. I think Griffin's got a pretty similar body type to Durant, minus the fact that he's not 6'11". But both of them are slim, and both of them are strong and move well for their size, as Durant has a wide open three. And similarly to the last game, it's Phoenix who storms out the gate. Springer, Sharp in the corner. That one's good. Shaedon Sharp, coming off a 34-point performance in the last game, gets his scoring started here as Booker floats it up and in. High arcing shot. 17-10. Phoenix leads. McClain layup is good. I don't even know if it's the offense that's been the problem so far for the Blazers. It might be the defense, who's had a few really good games in a row. But so far they are struggling as Agbaji loses it. McClain with the steal in transition. He gets the tough layup to fall. And the Suns lead by 11. That's more points than the Blazers have to begin with. Durant inside. Blocked by Griffin. On the other end, Springer in transition. Griffin open three is good. The best offense is good defense. Griffin with the block. Hits the three on the other end. Hopefully that play can be a momentum booster for the Blazers. And I don't think it will. Devin Booker hits the triple. It's now 26-13. And the Suns, similarly to the last game, are up big early. Agbaji, corner three, sends it home. 28-16. Scoot brings it up. No points yet for Scoot. He's off to a quiet start until now as he hits the jumper on the move. Scoot's shot created ability in the mid-range is really impressive, as that one is stolen away by Sharp. He gets it over to Scoot Henderson. Heaves it up in the corner. Bang! Big shot for Scoot. We are back within single digits. 30-21. Here's Beal with it. Over to Mitchell Robinson. Hands it off for Devin Booker. Top of the key three is good. Devin Booker seemingly cannot miss so far. 21-33 now. Suns lead by a dozen here in just the first. Beal, three. Yes! So Phoenix led by as much as 16 in the last game. Here they are up by 15 in the first quarter. Logan, layup, and the foul, and one. Hopefully that can be a sign of things to come for the Blazers, who already have one big comeback today. Looking for another. Simons at the buzzer. That one is no good. It's been all Phoenix in the first quarter. 38 points from the Suns already. Devin Booker has been a man on a mission so far as we move into second. Here is Scoot Henderson. Wide open lane. He gets the dunk. Scoot's minutes are all a little bit twisted with him being in foul trouble early, but he seems to finally be getting comfortable here. Agbaji, floater. That one is no good. Booker with the rebound, looking to run the length of the floor as he's got some room inside and is smothered down by Agbaji. That looked like Troy Polamalu coming up the B gap into the backfield. Not a basketball play. Ochai Agbaji legitimately tackles him. I don't know how that's not a technical or a flagrant foul. I don't know how Ochai didn't get tossed. The Suns had to call a timeout because Booker was a little bit banged up after the fact. He's already dealing with the hip injury. He will take the free throws, meaning that he's going to stay in the game. The Blazers, meanwhile, are going to take Agbaji out for now so he can calm himself down. Griffin posts up on Rozier, and he misses. Rozier's like 6'1". What are you doing? 27-42, following possession. Booker, crossover, sidestep, too smooth. Suns lead by 17, their biggest lead in either game today. The Blazers look to respond. Griffin open lane. That one is good. The Blazers are rocking with a much bigger lineup right now than the Suns, so Portland's got to capitalize with some of these mismatches offensively. Here's another. Springer, guarded by Devin Booker. And again, that one's no good. These guys are so much shorter than you. Post up on them and use your strength. Springer blows by Booker. Too easy as he sends it home with the left hand. 31-44. Here's Griffin, guarded by Rozier. There's no way he misses this, right? Post up on the 6'1 guard as he gets the hook shot to go, and Portland's playing a little bit better since the hit stick by Ochai Agbaji. Here's Booker, three ball. That one's good. Big shot for Devin Booker. He's got 23 tonight. That's nearly half of Phoenix's scoring. Springer hands it off to Scoot in the corner. That one's good! Scoot Henderson ignites the flamethrower. 36-49. Pass is tipped away and stolen by the Suns. Bradley Beal with it over to Scary Terry. Rozier behind the back. Beal, 3-ball, bang! Big shot for the Suns. Unlike the last game, they are not letting this lead go. Still plenty of time, but they've been able to hold on to it. Griffin, post up on Rozier. Too easy. They've got to switch somebody else onto Griffin, who's 6'7", bigger and stronger than Rozier. 3-ball in the corner, no good for Durant, but Ayton's there with the offensive rebound and the putback because nobody was underneath to stop him. 18-point game now. Springer, wide open 3. That one's good. Want the assist by Abaji, who's back in the game after his little meltdown. Jace McClain inside with the layup. 17-point game now for the Suns, under 2 to go in the half. Scoot Henderson looks to drive inside. Snuffed at the rim. Springer gets it back. Doing the glass cleaning. Paper scraping. Dirty work. Because it's 44-59. Ayton's doubled with it. Somebody's open on the wing. He's now tripled. And he misses it. I don't know why Ayton had tunnel vision there and decided to shoot. Doesn't matter, though, as it's a turnover. Porzingis throws it up into traffic. And then on the other end, Caden Brake hits the jumper. Smooth kiss off the glass. 63-44. Brake tries to lob it up. Goes off the front of the rim. McClain gets it back, though, for the putback. And the Suns now lead by 21. Still in the first half. Shaedon Sharpe, with only 3 points today, is in with the slam. It's been a significantly quieter game for Sharpe than the last one. Sharpe hasn't been all that inefficient. Just hasn't been very aggressive so far. He's got to lock in here the rest of the way. Springer, layup is good. Lead sits back down to 17. Here is Brake with it. Around 10 to go in the half. Gets it over to Devin Booker off the screen. Booker, fadeaway 3. No good. Griffin with the rebound. Blazers are going to have enough time for one shot. Springer with it over to Griffin at the buzzer. That one is no good. Off the front of the rim. Not a particularly good first half for Portland on either end of the floor. The offense was a little bit shaky. The defense is on pace to allow 130 points. Devin Booker is on pace for a triple-double. He has been a madman today with 27, 8, and 5 in just the first half. As for us, the biggest storyline has to be Ochai Agbaji turning into Patrick Willis, annihilating Devin Booker. Into the third quarter, Porzingis with the slam, and just like the first half, Porzingis is the first to score here in the second half. Booker with it. Spin move. Snuffed at the rim. He's blocked by Griffin. Springer with the rebound, looks to take it himself. Left side of the floor, transition layup is good. If Portland wants to rally, they've got to do what they did in the last game, and that's chip away at the lead throughout the third quarter and not let Caden Brake get wide open through screens because he's probably going to make the shot. 68-53. Durant with it. Corner. Oh my goodness, what a snuff! Khalil Griffin set that ball to next week. Holy moly. Suns are going to get it back, though. McClain on the wing. Booker. Double cover. Doesn't matter. He hits the 3 for the Suns, who are up by 18. Porzingis. Guarded by Durant, who's skinnier. Porzingis is like, this twig can't hold me. I'm going to take it all the way. And he does just that. As it's now 55-71. Here's Sharpe with it. Over to Griffin on the right side. Backs down on Devin Booker. Portland continuing to look to use their size on these smaller Suns defenders. Phoenix often running 3-guard lineup. Certainly makes things interesting for the Blazers on the offensive end. As DeAndre Ayton is there with the dunk. Ayton's just bigger and stronger than everybody else on the floor as he dunks on 2 guys there. Springer guarded by Durant now. Trapped inside. Throws it off the backboard. No good. As it looks like Porzingis is going to stay on the other floor in pain. 5-on-4. Booker. No good. But the concern here is with Kristaps Porzingis. And if this is a serious injury, this could be a gigantic loss for the Blazers. I knew it was too good to be true when we got fully healthy. And to be fair, our roster ended up being fully healthy for around 4.5 games, which, to be honest, is probably like 3.5 more than I was expecting. But this is certainly not the guy we want to have hurt. Yeah, Porzingis has been inconsistent throughout the playoffs, but he's made some really big plays on both ends of the floor. He's grabbing at his chest. And now Portland's likely going to have a revolving door at center with a few different guys as Devin Booker hits the 3. We're going to see a lot of Zay Logan at center. We're going to see Ashton Wisham. We're going to see Enzo Shabazz. We're going to see some of the regulars like Springer and Griffin at the 5. As Springer hits the 3 at the top of the key, Portland looking to rally behind their fallen teammate. Nice cut by McClain, and a great pass by KD. 60-78. Here is Springer with it. Hands it off to Shaedon Sharpe, who still only got 5 points. He drives in with the throwdown. But Portland's really not cutting into this lead much. And it doesn't help that one of our better players is hurt. Nice dunk by Zay Logan. I think he's going to have a bigger responsibility than anybody now with the potentially long-term injury for Porzingis. As Bradley Beal hits the Euro step lay, 64-80. Handoff for Griffin. He has an open man. It's Simons. Wide open. No good. Anthony Simons has been running cardio today. He has 0 points and has given the Blazers nothing on offense with some wide open misses such as that one. Booker, meanwhile, throws it down over the defender. That was a Abaji. Talk about revenge. As Simons has another open 3, and finally he gets one to fall. Portland could really use a scoring run from Anthony Simons right about now. As Griffin's pass is tipped and stolen away by Bradley Beal. He gets it over to Caden Brake. Over to Durant. Jumper is good. Lead up to 19 now. This lead really hasn't changed from the second quarter to the third quarter. Complete opposite of the last game where Portland caught fire in the third as Enzo Shabazz is in with the slam. Yes, we're going to see him. We're going to see Wisham, amongst others, with the injury to Porzingis. Layup is good with a foul and one. Rozier was the one with the play as Scoot Henderson throws it off the backboard. No good. Springer, putback attempt. No good again. Suns are going to get it back. Rough third quarter offensively for the Blazers, and it didn't go much better on defense. Durant with the dunk. Lead is up to 24, the highest it's been all day. 7 seconds left to go now. Springer with the screen for Scoot. Little pick and pop action. Springer, 3-ball, no good. And that'll wrap up the third. It would take a miracle for Portland to come back down by 24. We'll see if they can make it a game here in the early going of the fourth, or if this ends up being a wash. Booker, turnaround jumper is good. Again, looking for revenge over his new good buddy, Ochai Agbaji. 95-69. Nice. Griffin, fadeaway 3. That one will fall. Griffin with 16. Simons thinks about the shot, doesn't take. Back over to Griffin. He's doubled. Simons wide open on the wing. And he gets that one to fall. Another 3 for Simons. Could this be the start of a run for Inferno? Khalil Griffin wins a jump ball over Mitchell Robinson in transition. Griff to Agbaji. He looks to drive. Instead, he gets it over to Zay Logan, who makes the layup. And Portland looks pretty good to start the fourth. I don't want to jump the gun. They're still down by 20, but they look a lot better so far on both ends of the floor as Beal misses the hook shot. Simons with good defense. He grabs the rebound, puts the Blazers in takeover mode as Logan is airborne. Strong game off the bench for Zay Logan. He's got 10 and 6, and the lead is now within 20. Beal inside for a cutting Kessler Edwards. Good response for Phoenix. Their first basket in a little while after their big third quarter. Simons looking for somebody open off the screen. It's Ochai Agbaji, Little Rock Chalk Jayhawk, as he hits the 3 in the corner. 82-99. Here is Booker with it. Shot is no good. And Phoenix offense continues to struggle. Meanwhile, Griffin open lane, sends it home. And the 24-point lead that the Suns had to start the fourth has gone down to 15 within just over 3 minutes. Again, it's still very unlikely, especially with this shot by Beal. But Portland is not quitting just yet. They've played really well here in this fourth quarter. They're going to have to maintain a similar pace, though, if not speed it up, as Springer makes the layup, 86-103. Sharpe with it. He sends it down. Not a lot of defense along the interior here in the fourth from the Suns. 88-103. Phoenix can still ice it over these next couple of minutes, but not with offensive possessions like that. They use the entire shot clock. Beal is eventually blocked by Griffin. 15-point game with 4.5 to go. The Blazers have slowed down these last couple of minutes, and that won't help. Ayton darts by Ashton Wisham as it's 107-92. Booker with it. Under 4 to go. 3-ball. Bang! Big shot for the Suns. They're up by 18, and all of a sudden, Portland's small glimmer of hope looks like it's about dead. Durant hits the mid-range jumper. The lead is at 20 with 3 minutes to go. I don't think it's going to happen, guys, and the deficit would ultimately stay at 20 as the Suns tie the series at 2. They win at 121-101. As I said going into the game, Phoenix needed to win this one, and I wouldn't be surprised if their vets, knowing how important this game is, end up putting on a show, and that's exactly what they did. Phoenix led really as early as the first quarter where they were up convincingly, and we kind of stayed in it for a little while, but we never really got back in it. Booker with 46, 10, and 5. What a game from him. Durant was okay. Beal was okay. McClain and Ayton were solid, but it really was the Devin Booker show. He was a man on a mission, especially after getting tackled by Ochai. 22 and 10 for Springer, 20 for Griffin, 15 for Sharp. Logan and Scoot also in the double figures. We had a lot of guys struggle, though, offensively, efficiency-wise. Not a good game from Scoot. Not a good game from Simons. Not a good game from Ochai. Not to mention, Porzingis collapsed long. Not a long-term injury, but it's not something he can play through. We're going to see a lot of guys play center. Zay Logan, Enzo Shabazz, Ashton Wisham. All of them are going to see an increased role. We might even see guys like Springer or Griffin occasionally with some snaps at the 5 as well, if the Blazers want to go 5 out. That's going to wrap up the episode. Let me know what you guys think we should do down below regarding the center position, as next episode is games 5 and 6. Will either team close out the series, or could we be headed to a game 7? Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.